Look for someone who demonstrates a high level of extracurricular involvement and community service. Jonah's list of extracurricular activities both in and out of school are much too numerous to list here. He actually gave me a list of 24 activities he has done. There may be a few Leo Baeck activities he did not participate in, but they are few and far between. And after a full day of activities during school hours, he then finds some time to play music and participate in sports programs outside of the school. Additionally, community service is second nature to Jonah. He was a member of our Tikkun Olam committee and does numerous community service projects outside of the school as well. We also want our valedictorians to be leaders in the school. Jonah has demonstrated very strong leadership qualities throughout his time at Leo Baeck. This year, he was elected as our first-term student council president, and additionally, he was selected for the very competitive PAGE program at the Ontario Legislature. Even when he couldn't take part in events, Jonah found a way to make his presence felt. When basketball conflicted with the Tikkun Olam committee, Jonah asked to be the one to create our informative slideshows during his own time. And when his participation in our interfaith partnership was impacted by his involvement with the Ontario Legislature, he spoke to me about trying to create an informal video about Judaism, Islam, Christianity with his peers from our partner schools. It is for these reasons and much, much more that Jonah was awarded this honor. So please join me in welcoming this year's Grade 8 valedictorian, Jonah Oakland.
Good evening, parents, siblings, grandparents, family, friends, teachers, administrators, honored guests, and fellow graduates. It truly is an honor to be here tonight representing the Leo Baeck graduating class of 2014 as the valedictorian. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you and to thank you for helping my fellow classmates and me reach this important milestone in our lives. As a wise man of the Jewish tribe once said, "We started from the bottom, now we're here." Yes, as many of you probably figured out, this wise man is none other than the world-renowned rapper Drake. But nevertheless, his poignant words ring very true here today at our graduation ceremony. Every successful journey starts out with a plan, a map. Now this map can be viewed in simple terms, for instance, like Dora the Explorer's map, which we may have followed in SK. Or in more sophisticated terms, like a Google map, which we use today. The personal maps we draw are our paths of life, starting from the bottom with the little speed bumps of SK, moving up to the big hills we have overcome throughout grade 8, and extending even higher to the great mountains of high school and university, a part of the map that has yet to be drawn. Now let's take out our magnifying glasses and explore this map in detail. It all began back in SK, when our numbers were big, but our size was quite small. We were wee little children, only just starting to learn the ropes of our years at Leo Baeck. As we began to learn, grow, and mature together, we came across some noteworthy landmarks on our map. We met Dis-moi-tout, a green, fuzzy creature that taught us French. We painted masterpieces, just like Jackson Pollock or Michelangelo would. And at long last, after much stress and the most demanding of schoolwork, we finally graduated from SK. But what may have seemed like the end of our journey was only just the beginning. In our early years, we made lifelong friends, such as Flat Stanley. And we started our mornings off with, "Good morning, Mrs. Singerman." We learned about Israel, became comfortable leading Kabbalat Shabbat services, and found out the hard way that pouring glue all over a project made of clay about Jerusalem isn't a good substitute for podge. We also studied 2 new languages. Nous parlons en français and אנחנו מדברים בעברית. Leo Baeck העניק לנו את הכישורים להיות אנשים טובים, אזרחים תורמים, תלמידים מסורים, אשר דואגים לעולם ולאנשים מסביבנו. Nous avons appris à communiquer en plusieurs langues et nous nous sommes ouverts pour apprendre des choses extérieures à notre milieu religieux et culturel. At Leo Baeck, we've also learned that Google Translate isn't always the best way to translate from one language to another. So, for this one, I consulted real people. Though some of our classmates chose different paths, the rest of us continued on our journey towards the hilly landscapes of middle school. Middle school brought with it new challenges, new things to be learned, and new memories. From our grade 6 class rivalries, to the teacher beep test, to our Camp George, Ottawa, and New York trips, the fond memories were never in short supply. The strong bonds that we formed throughout our years made the tricky hills of middle school seem much more manageable. As the band Fall Out Boy said very well, or if you prefer, Bob Hope, thanks for the memories. Through our experiences at Leo Baeck, we have acquired valuable skills. We have gained academic skills, social skills, and life skills. This solid grounding will enable a smooth transition to high school and make us more resilient in facing our future. Although our maps represent our own personal lives, we've had many people over the years that have guided us, and for that we are forever grateful. First of all, I'd like to thank the administrative staff here at Leo Baeck. They've helped to provide the structure and learning environment necessary for us to thrive, and have ensured that Tikkun Olam is an ever-present code to live by. Next, our teachers. Through 9 years at Leo Baeck, we've had countless teachers, and each and every one of them was special in his or her own way. You have always been there to help us during each step of our journeys, and you have shaped us into the people we are now. Your encouragement, determination, support, patience, and dedication to our success have truly enabled our growth. And although we may not always take the time to acknowledge your hard work, you've always had our best interests in mind, and for this we thank you. I would like to give a special thank you to Mr. Liss, who has been working at Leo Baeck since before we were here. Mr. Liss, you are always there to give a hand to students and to teachers, and you're so knowledgeable in whatever you may be doing, be it technology, mathematics, or sciences. I wish you the best of luck in your retirement, and I know that the entire school will miss your presence next year. It is an honor for us all to graduate with you. Thirdly, our parents and family. You have been with us all the way. Not for 1 second have you stopped loving us, supporting us, and helping us. How little did you know that when you signed us up for Leo Baeck, you also signed yourself up for an attendance at a myriad of events, such as the Aleph Bet ceremony, the Torah ceremony, countless Kabbalat Shabbats, not to mention those ever-entertaining Act 1 plays. Good evening, Leo Baeck! Think how far you have come. Who knew, back in the days of arranging SK carpools, that 8 years later, you would be navigating the tricky one-way streets surrounding Arlington Avenue and learning to make sense of 30-page report cards. It would be quite accurate of me to say that without our parents, we would not be here today. To our parents and families, we would like to say a great big thank you. I know for me, it truly is with great pride that I call my parents and siblings my family. Lastly, to my own classmates. Guys, we finally graduated. This is blowing my mind. Through years and years of putting up with each other's annoying habits, such as community, ki, and the multiple ways of saying K-dot, we have finally made it. You can't underestimate the bonds that are forged through 9 years of being together. We are 30 individuals, each with our own strengths and interests. We accept each other for who we are and celebrate each other's successes. We have created enduring friendships and lasting memories. As underlined by the song we sang a little earlier, we truly have created a Kehila Kadosha, holy community. Until now, we have followed the map that Leo Baeck has laid out for us. As we graduate, we will begin to draw our own maps. Along the path, you may encounter forks in the road or rocky terrain. You may want to turn back or take a shortcut. If you are presented with opportunities, if doors are open to you, take a risk. Go out of your comfort zone. Don't turn it down because you don't have a friend to do it with you or because you're scared you may fail. You'll never know what great things can come of it unless you go for it. To quote Jim Whittaker, the first American to summit Mount Everest, "If you don't live on the edge, you're taking up too much space." Although you may not know where your map takes you next, never fear the road that lies ahead. Embrace the next stage of your life with confidence. As you leave the comfort of Leo Baeck and move on to high school, I leave you with this, once said by Michael Dell, the CEO and founder of Dell Incorporated. As you start your journey, the first thing you should do is throw away that store-bought map and draw your own. Good luck to my fellow graduates. I know you'll do great things. Thank you all. Good night.
Jonah, thank you.